Higher education is one of the most significant investments you or your family will ever make. To help offset these rising costs, the IRS offers two powerful tax breaks: the American Opportunity Tax Credit, AOTC, and the Lifetime Learning Credit, LLC. But here's the catch. To claim either of these, you must master IRS Form 8863. For the 2026 filing season, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, OBBBA, has introduced historic changes that expand these credits to more students than ever before. Today, we're going to break down Form 8863 so you can ensure you're getting every dollar you're entitled to for your education. Before you even touch Form 8863, you need your Form 1098-T, the tuition statement. Your school is required to send this to you by late January. It lists the qualified education expenses you actually paid during the year, such as tuition and required enrollment fees. However, don't just copy the numbers blindly. Sometimes the amount you actually paid is different from what the school reports, especially if you received scholarships or grants. You'll use the data from your 1098-T to populate the student information section on page 2 of Form 8863. The first and most valuable credit on this form is the American Opportunity Tax Credit. What it's worth: it offers a maximum annual credit of $2,500 per eligible student. The 2026 OBBBA upgrade. Previously, this credit was limited to the first 4 years of post-secondary education. Starting in 2026, the OBBBA has officially expanded the AOTC to 5 years. This is a massive win for students who take a bit longer to graduate due to work or family commitments. Refundability. This is a partially refundable credit. If the credit reduces your tax bill to zero, you can still get up to $1,000 back as a refund. To qualify, the student must be pursuing a degree and be enrolled at least half-time. If you don't qualify for the AOTC, perhaps because you're a graduate student or taking just one professional development course, the Lifetime Learning Credit is your go-to. What it's worth: it is worth up to 20% of the first $10,000 in qualified expenses for a maximum of $2,000 per tax return. Flexibility. Unlike the AOTC, there is no limit on how many years you can claim it. It covers undergraduate, graduate, and even certificate programs. The catch: this credit is non-refundable. It can lower your tax bill to zero, but it won't result in a refund check if you don't owe taxes. A major change for the 2026 tax season is the new Social Security number, SSN requirement. Under the OBBBA, you must have a valid SSN issued before the due date of your return to claim either credit. This applies to both the taxpayer claiming the credit and the student. Additionally, you are now required to provide the Employer Identification Number, EIN, of the educational institution directly on Form 8863. Without these numbers, your education credits will be flatly denied. Both credits are subject to phaseouts, meaning they disappear as your income rises. For 2026, these limits have been unified. Single filers. The credit begins to decrease at a modified adjusted gross income, MAGI, of $80,000 and is completely gone at $90,000. Married filing jointly. The phase-out starts at $160,000 and ends at $180,000. If your income is above these levels, you generally cannot claim the credits on Form 8863. While Form 8863 is only 2 pages, the interplay between scholarships, 529 plan distributions, and the new OBBBA identification rules can be a maze. Mistakes here, like claiming the same expense with both a 529 plan and a tax credit, can lead to double-dipping penalties. Because the IRS has tightened reporting requirements for 2026, the accuracy of your student and school data is paramount. If you are dealing with a 5th year of undergraduate study, graduate school expenses, or complex scholarship reporting, we strongly urge you to contact a tax professional. A CPA or enrolled agent can ensure you are choosing the right credit for your specific situation and that you meet all the new 2026 identification standards. When it comes to your education and your future, getting the paperwork right is the best move you can make.